So I've just come back from the Tommy Robinson trial, Westminster Magistrates Court. As I hope you've by now heard the verdict, it was a not guilty verdict. So a good result today. And in this video, I've talked to some of the people who were in the public gallery and were following the trial and what they thought about the verdict. So let's watch it together. I have Jan with me here outside Westminster Magistrates Court. Now, Jan, you heard the verdict. You were there when they announced the verdict.
I was.
Just give us a summary. I know you said you couldn't hear all of it, but just the main points that you heard.
It was difficult to hear, but the essence of it is that the judge did not have faith in the witness statements of the police officers.
That was our impression as well during the last trial, wasn't it? All of us thought that the evidence was so unreliable.
It was very unreliable. The police officers commented that they couldn't remember what questions they asked Tommy. They seemed to have lost their notes. So the judge ruled that the evidence from the police was unreliable, and I'll paraphrase this, but you can't arrest someone because of their political beliefs.
That was key, wasn't it?
Because of his
political beliefs is not counter-terrorism, doesn't come under counter-terrorism. Police can't arrest you for your political beliefs unless you're of a prescribed terrorist group, a UK government prescribed terrorist group, or you're taking part in some terrorist activity. Just whatever your political belief is, so long as you're not a member of or a supporter or promoting a prescribed terrorist group, you can't be arrested for that. When is the police going to learn that?
Yeah, and the police knew that he was Tommy Robinson. The judge believed that influenced the police's actions. So that's it in a 1-minute summary. There's a lot of detail, but it was very difficult to hear.
Now, there was a lot of people here before the verdict that I was talking to, and they were saying about two-tier police, which we all know about. They were saying about two-tier judiciary, but has today's verdict reinstated your faith in the judiciary, at least? Because it sounds like the judge was fair.
I thought he was fair. I was nervous at the beginning. It took about an hour to summarise everything. And he seemed to be saying that, you know, the police have the authority to pull someone in and have a look at their phone. But I think it fell down because of the unreliability of the two police officers concerned. If they had been a bit cuter, they may have been able to manipulate it.
That's dangerous, isn't it?
Maybe, I don't know, but it fell down because they saw an opportunity to take Tommy Robinson
But another waste of police resources
and
our
taxpayers' money. It's our money that's been spent on this.
That's fantastic, Jan. Thank you for your time. Thanks. With a couple of veterans outside the Westminster Magistrates Court. Were you there?
Thank you.
Right, and you, sir. Thank you so much.
And do you remember we talked at the last trial, and we were waiting for the verdict. Now we've got the verdict. Are you happy about the verdict?
I'm chuffed to
Do you
bits.
think justice is done?
Judicial system has finally seen sense.
Is it restored faith in the judiciary system for you, at least? On a positive note, do you think it's restored faith in the judiciary system?
Oh, if it's done, yeah.
Yeah?
If it's done, yeah.
Yeah. Now, central to the verdict was that the police evidence was unreliable, which is exactly what we thought in the last trial. That was everyone's impression.
They could have given the verdict on the second day.
Why did they take them so long? That's my other question. Even reading the verdict, it took how long? About an hour?
Yeah.
It must have been so nerve-wracking. Yeah?
It was.
But we've got a good result now.
Oh yeah, we've got the right result.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And for veterans like you, I mean, what do you think? Do you think the British public, the British patriots have finally woken up?
And the Patriots been waiting for a long time now.
Yeah.
So yes, onwards and upwards.
Excellent.
Today is the start.
Today's a good day.
It is. Today is a
Good to
brilliant
see
day.
you again.
And as I say, that pint is
Good
going to
to see
say
you.
soon better.
Good to see you. All the best.
Are you coming for beer?
Yeah, why not? Here with Derek, who's always I could describe as a British patriot for sure. I mean, look at him. He's always dressed like this. Very patriotic. Very nice guy. Now, Derek, you were in the court today, hearing Tommy Robinson's verdict. Just give us a summary of what you thought was the verdict, how the verdict was reached.
Well, it was the only thing, it was the only decision that could be made after the initial hearings when the police were not sure, or they didn't act although they said they had acted
And that was
lawfully,
everyone's
but there was-
impression who was at the previous trial.
Yeah.
They thought the evidence was unreliable by the
Unreliable,
police,
yeah.
and they were questioning him for his political belief. There was
That's
no
it.
terrorism into this at all. It was just complete poppycock.
Which is what the judge made clear.
So on a
Which
positive
goes to
note,
show that not every judge is going to bow to just to the
Political pressure. And that's
he stood firm and by the law, and because he stood by the law, that's why Tommy was found not guilty.
and that's going to be my last question. On a positive note, is that restored your faith in the judiciary?
Not completely,
But at least to a certain
but
extent.
to a certain degree.
Now, one thing that springs to my mind after the tragic stabbing on the train, we had this guy Andrew Williams who went on a stabbing spree and has caused serious injuries to at least 11 people. And then we find out that on 3 occasions before this stabbing on the train, he was reported to the police for knife crime, and the police recorded it, and they didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always jump on Tommy, don't they, for the slightest thing?
Yeah.
Or if you post something, they
Because
send
run
6 people to your house
because
or
they
something
go
like
by
that.
political calling,
Yeah.
not the law. And I feel very sorry for the Bobby on the beat that has to go. Well, he doesn't have to. He can either leave the police force, leave his career, or follow orders.
He's not going to
And
get
the
promoted
orders-
if he stands
Yeah,
for justice
yeah,
and truth,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Derek.
Pleasure.